this year was to be the last two. Well, they're not going to be racing this year. It's all been cancelled.
No, for the coronavirus.
Yeah.
Thing, so, yeah.
Because of coronavirus.
Next year got to be another one. I think I'll be the last one if I'm right or wrong.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Now tell me.
I'm not,
who do you support? Do you support Holden or Ford?
I support Ford because I'm Ford all the way. Because my grandfather was Ford, so I support Ford.
Yeah, you're a Ford man.
Yeah.
The Ford Mustangs.
Yep.
And I guess Holden are running the Chevy Camaro.
Yeah.
More than likely. Yeah.
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
Sure, but I could be wrong. But I'm not sure, but yeah.
What are you up to? Hey, Tony, how old are you?
I'm 40. I'll be 41 in August, on the 10th of August, 1979.
You're a Leo.
Yep.
You're a Leo the Lion.
Yep.
40 years ago, so that means you were born in 1980.
1979.
79, okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember yo-yos?
Yeah.
Were they still around when you were a kid, a yo-yo? Could you buy a Coca-Cola yo-yo?
Yeah.
Do you remember dingbats?
No.
Might have been just a Queensland thing, the dingbat. There aren't too many people that know what a dingbat is. I'm a dingbat.
I can look out for it and
a dingbat. Yeah, see if you can find a picture of a dingbat. Do you know what table tennis is?
Yeah, I play that and I go good on it now and again.
Well, what's
know when they go to the pubs and play the pool?
Yeah.
I don't know how to hold a stick out. I hold a stick in the middle and go like that and I'll
yeah, you got to no, you're not holding your stick properly, mate.
Yeah, that's what I...
You can't hold it in the middle. You can't hold it in the middle, mate. You can't do that.
No, I need you to come with me one night so we can do it all together.
What, hold your stick?
Yeah.
Oh.
And we can be good player and we can win.
Yeah. I'm not much good at pool neither.
Oh.
I do know how to hold my stick, but I don't really know how to win a game.
Oh, yeah, same like me.
Yeah. What's the difference between table tennis and ping pong? Do you know what ping pong is?
Yeah.
What is it?
When you play the ball and keeps pinging on the table and hit it with the bat.
It's the same as table tennis, isn't it?
Yeah, same as table tennis, so not much difference in both.
No, I didn't think there would be too much difference. Yeah.
No.
And you play table tennis, do you?
Yeah, I do, yeah. I like doing it at home, yeah.
Do you play with someone or you play by yourself?
Just play by myself.
How do you do that? You must be very quick.
Keep hitting the ball like that and
how do you do that?
Flies it out.
How do you play ping pong, table tennis by yourself? You must be very quick, Tony. You hit the ball, run around the other side, or what do you do?
We run out the other side and just keep hitting it and just following where the machine flies the balls out.
Mate, I couldn't do it. So you hit the ball, run around, hit it back, run around, hit it back, run around, hit it back. Is that how you do it?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, you must be super fast.
I am, yeah. Oh, could you play me a song from that Pain, please?
My music's on the computer, Tony, but I'll tell me what the song is. I might hum it for you. What is it?
It is... What's his name like? Oh, the horses from Darryl Braithwaite.
The Horses?
Yeah, I love
Darryl Braithwaite.
Because I used to sing that at karaoke and I'm a good singer on that one.
You were good at singing The Horses.
Oh, yeah.
Give us a demo.
Riding on the horses, yeah.
That's it. I remember the song now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that's pretty good. Did you ever win any competition, any singing competition?
Oh, no, I wish I could. I would have won it if I did.
Yeah.
But next time I go to karaoke, I'm going to get him to record me on CD, make my own CD.
Hey, that'll be fun.
Donate it.
And what song?
To charity.
What? You're going to donate your CD to charity?
Yeah. I'll send you a copy of it so you can play it on the radio for me.
Righto. Well, I have to get permission to be able to do that. What song are you likely to record?
I want to record to Horses and One Day at a Time by Rich Lindsay. And
One Day
Armstrong
at a
by
Time.
Rich Lindsay. And
Sweet Jesus.
All Out of Love by Air Supply. And
That's a nice song, All Out of Love. Do you know the Little Ray of Sunshine?
yeah, I know that one. I used to sing that one, so I'll put that one on my set.
Little ray of sunshine is coming to the world. You know that song? Little ray of sunshine.
Sunshine.
Yep. All right. I'll play that. Can I play that one for you?
Yeah, can you do that?
I'll do it now. I'll do it now. Thank you, Tony. Axiom, Glenn Shorrock, Brian Cadd. Little ray of sunshine.
Her father said she has to have a name not the same as her mom, but a name just the same. A little ray of sunshine has come into the world. A little ray of sunshine in the shape of a girl. We'll show her the dress that she'll wear with the gold flowing hair that nature provided. A little ray of sunshine has come into the world. A little ray of sunshine in the shape of a girl. A little ray of sunshine. I wanna know if you think she looks good in the pink her grandma has bought her. Our own little daughter. She can make you feel good. She can make you feel that it's all worthwhile. Only by her smile. Only by her smile. Have you noticed she's just like her father? I think that I'd rather her hair was much darker. A little ray of sunshine has come into the world. A little ray of sunshine in the shape of a girl. She can make you feel good. She can make you feel that it's all worthwhile. Only by her smile. Only by her smile. Only by her smile. Oh, my little ray of sunshine makes me like worthwhile. Only by her
They had a good sound, didn't they? 1969. Glenn Shorrock, Brian Cadd and the team. A little ray of sunshine has come into the world. No spout. Are you happy with who you are? You ever sat and contemplated your navel and thought, what would it be like to be the opposite sex? If you're a boy, I wonder what it would be like to be a girl. Have you ever wanted to do that? Have you ever wanted to be, God, I wished I was a girl when I was born. Why did Mum and Dad pick a boy? Well, it wasn't Mum and Dad picked it. It was just Mum and Dad made a boy. I think we all know that without going down to the birds and bees. I know nothing about it. Okay. So, I do remember. I can remember when the twins were being baptized in church, and I handed Rebecca to the priest. I said, "Here is my little pride and joy, one of, because they were twins. Here's my little ray of sunshine." And he said, the priest said, Oh, and what do we name this little boy? I said, it's a girl, Father. You got hold of me thumb. It is 20 to 2. Happy say 13 12 69.
Breakfast with Marcus Paul. All the news and views. And Dominic Perrottet, the New South Wales Treasurer, is on the phone.
Yeah, Marcus, we announced a $1.6 billion investment over the next 3 years yesterday, and it's probably the biggest investment in digital infrastructure in the country's history. I think it's a sign of the times when the government needs to make sure that it has the best operating systems in place.
Well, I'm one of those listeners that's moved across from 2GB to listen to you in the morning.
Thank you.
And I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Very refreshing to have a different chain of thought coming across. Embrace what you guys are doing there.
It says in the book it was given to us by Lord Almighty, the Royal Majesty, and the Temporal Lord. I'm considering we can't speak to any politicians. Would there be a way that we could get...
Did you have to put up with this, mate?
Oh, sick to death of this rubbish. Strike me. How ridiculous is this? And we've had a gutful of this. Oh, God's sake.
Mornings on 2SM has Sydney talking.
If building a new home is on your radar, you should think about doing it the Pal Kit Homes way. For your peace of mind, Pal steel frame homes are 6-star energy efficient and can be upgraded to C2 Cyclone and Bushfire Flame Zone ratings. To find out how you can build your own home the Pal Kit Homes way, you go to PAL, that's P-A-L, kithomes.com.au, or you can phone PAL on 1-800-024-912. Got it? 1-800-024-912.
Mums, dads and grandparents, did you know that each year close to 1,000 Australian and New Zealand children experience a burn injury that requires treatment at a specialist burns unit? 79% of these burns happen in the home, and all of them can be prevented. June is KidSafe's National Burns Awareness Month, as there's a significant increased risk of burns during the winter. Visit kidsafe.com.au to download the free burn safety checklist and get some essential tips for keeping kids safe in your home.
A Peters of Kensington gift card will take the stress out of shopping for gifts. A Peters gift card can be used online or in-store. Choose from the classic Peters gift card sent via registered post, or go online and buy a Peters of Kensington e-gift card, which is delivered within seconds via email. Shop online at petersofkensington.com.au or in-store at 57 Anzac Parade, Kensington. Why in the world would you shop anywhere else but Peters of Kensington?
If you suffer from pain and inflammation associated with osteo and other forms of arthritis, Stiff Sore and Sorry can assist you with the management of this problem. Available in over 2,000 pharmacies and health food outlets. Always read the label, use only as directed. If symptoms persist, consult your healthcare professional. To find your nearest Stiff Sore and Sorry stockist, go to loveoilcollection.com.au. Or to order Stiff Sore and Sorry pain relief gel for your business, call Ray on 040 6671 359.
2SM 1269 AM, 2SM Digital, and online at 2smsupernetwork.com.
Saturday morning, the 20th day of June. I'm Gary Stewart, 16 to 2. We've got Brad online from Cowra, New South Wales. G'day, Brad.
How are you, mate?
Mate, how cold is it in Cowra at the moment? Are you finally getting any winter, or what's the go?
Well, actually, it's been pretty good here, to be honest.
Is it? Yeah.
I'm glad I don't live in Orange anymore, because it's quite frosty over there, but Cowra's been quite moderate.
Yeah, apparently cold in Orange, and Bathurst a little cool too.
Oh, absolutely. Blaney, there's another one for you.
Oh, Blaney. They reckon that's the windiest part of New South Wales, Blaney.
Oh, yeah. Good fun. It's good fun in the wintertime watching the football.
Now, you're in the hospitality industry.
Absolutely.
What do you do for a crust? Can I ask? You don't mind me asking?
No, not at all. Well, I'm multi-skilled.
Mm-hmm. Good. You need to be, don't you, these days?
Dish pig, whatever.
Yeah, you need to be these days multi-skilled, or at least willing to roll your sleeves up, yeah?
Well, that's it. Well, at the end of the day, mate, it comes down to money.
Well, it does. Now, we've got COVID-19. Hundreds of thousands of people have lost their jobs here in Australia. The government's got the JobKeeper and, of course, Job Seeker, but you prefer to be on JobKeeper. Are you in that situation claiming JobKeeper? Well, not you, but...
No, I'm not eligible because I hadn't been there for 12 months.
Ah, of course.
Yeah. Okay, that's nothing on the business I work for.
No.
But that's just how the rules work.
Yes, correct, yeah.
But in saying that, a lot of people are screaming, I didn't get JobKeeper, I didn't get JobKeeper.
Yep.
But I was still on Newstart. I was only doing a few hours at, 20 hours a week.
Yep.
And still claiming a bit of Centrelink.
Yep.
Since I haven't been working, we've got the extra $5.50.
How do you feel about that, Brad? I'm very pleased that that's happened. What I don't want to see is the government take that off you come September.
Well, absolutely. If we're back, in saying that, I'm getting back working myself.
Sure.
I can't speak for the other people in the same boat. I know where Cowra is a small country town. There's not a lot of job opportunities around.
Could you imagine, though, if you're an income earner, a pretty good income earner, and then you lose your job, so you've lost your income, the government says we're going to double the Newstart, so you're on that, but then they take it off you? How would anyone be able to survive going down to $550 a fortnight?
Well, in saying that, they were doing it before. Doing it before.
Yeah, those that were on Newstart, but those that have lost their job, they might have been working for Qantas or Jetstar or Virgin or working...
You're talking about permanent jobs.
Yes, permanent jobs.
Then.
Correct, permanent.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and you have a very valid point in that regard. And honestly, I don't know the answer to that question because I'm just a casual hospo worker.
Mm-hmm.
That in itself is a very good question.
As you say, hard to get jobs in Cowra.
What do you do there?
I don't know.
I mean, is the government going to kick on forever?
Well...
or is it,
Well, if you ask me, I don't care if the government does kick on forever. If they're borrowing money, I can understand that too. But people have got to live. People have got to survive. You can't keep thinking about the bank account all the time as a government.
No, but that's what they do. They run it like a business.
I know. Yeah, you're right.
That's what they got to do. They run it like a business. I'm on the radio. Listen, run out. Yeah. No, I am literally then that's what they do. They totally.
Yeah, righto, champ. Someone in the background there, chuck your radio on just so I can hear to get a bit of feedback. Righto, Brad. Something else you need to say before we terminate the conversation? Because I'm starting to get a bit of feedback there.
No, it's all good.
Righto, champ. Good on you. Thank you so much. What you said is certainly worth listening to, Brad, from Cowra. Yeah, it comes back down to that question again. Some say we're in debt now, we're getting deeper and deeper and deeper into debt. Who's going to pay this? I don't care who pays it. I don't care if it's my great-grandchildren. I don't mean that to be insulting to the great-grandchildren. All I'm saying is we've got a life too. We've got to live. This is no dress rehearsal. We only get one crack at this. And look at the people that have supported us. Look at the workers that have retired 20, 30, 40 years ago. Look at all the mums and dads, the grandparents in Australia who've carried their load. They've carried Australia. They've on their shoulders for how long? Because they needed to. Well, the grandkids can do the same, and the grandchildren, and the great-grandchildren, and the great-grandchildren after that too. Yeah. What do? You wait till the door falls off the house before you repair it? Come on. It is 11 to 2.
Talking sport, weekdays from 3 on 2SM.
One of our great ball-playing 5'8", Cliffy Lyons.
We had a call, yeah.
What was the call?
Cliffy's ball.
Yeah, but what was it?
No, it was Eagles.
Eagles. Okay, so Eagles meant you got it.
But I was the only one to use that.
Yeah.
It was just mine. So anybody that went to the house knew if we called Eagles,
it was yours.
There was always something on.
With Graham Hughes, Gavin Robertson, Peter Tunks, and Brett Patworth.
Based on the dance performance, they hadn't practiced very long. Step, clap, then jazz hands. Not pivot, clap, step. I think it was a rookie mistake. Have a great weekend at Port Macquarie.
Talking sport.
Imagine if you weren't watching, concentrating, I swung around and snuck under the elbow.
That's called a king hit. Yeah.
Even if you were watching.
That's the sort of comparison you expect from an off-spinner.
No, that's a Dundas Valley thing.
Have you seen some of that?
Weekdays from 3. Have your say.
Some things in life are just not normal. Blood in your poo? Not normal. A recent change in your bowel habit? Not normal. To find out what's not normal, or to donate, go to bowelcanceraustralia.org.
Shock! Oven Power actually works. From the makers of Shower Power, the OzClean range of cleaning products is free from hazards often found in many other common household cleaning products. OzClean's range covers the entire house, including kitchen, bathroom, laundry, and living room, even carpets. OzClean will leave your home sparkling clean and free from contaminants. OzClean, 100% Australian and available at major supermarkets and independents or online at ozclean.com. That's OZKLEEN.
Making your premises safe from COVID-19 is their specialty. BAM's Hygiene Management, shops and restaurants and offices and schools and government departments. BAM's Hygiene Management can deploy its team of hygiene specialists and experts wherever and whenever their services are needed. Go to BAMS, that's BAMS.com.au, or you can phone BAM's Hygiene Management on this number, 9826 0666.
Right now, at Cbus, we're building a new future for all of us. By building new projects in property, investing in infrastructure and putting millions into Australian businesses, we're not only helping to create around 100,000 jobs, we're strengthening the economy. And with a history of strong, long-term performance, we're building a better, more secure future for all of us. To consider if Cbus is right for you, go to cbussuper.com.au for a PDS.
1 in 6 Australian children are living in poverty and don't have what they need for school. You can help change that by becoming a sponsor through the Smith family. Please, sponsor an Australian child today. Search the Smith family.
This is Sydney's own 2SM.
Yeah, I'm baffled by the whole thing. I guess grateful, or some would be grateful, listeners will be grateful, those who received it. The stimulus package, $750, wasn't it, from the government at the start of the COVID-19, stimulate the economy, keep it going. Good, smart move. In fact, there's 2 payments. The other one's due mid-July, mid-next month. Is that right? $750. There's $1,500 taxpayers' money. I don't see anyone handing it back and saying, oh, no, we can't do that. We're going to get into debt. People don't hand it back. People will spend it. And that's exactly what the economy needed. That's the whole idea of a stimulus package, is to stimulate the economy. What baffles me, though, is how do you stimulate economy? Every single person I've spoken to on this program, there has not been one person who said, oh, I bought a new telly, or I bought a new lawnmower, or I put the money towards my holiday, I paid a deposit on my next holiday, or I've been down and I've bought some shoes and some clothes and I bought a new suit. No. I say to them, what have you done with the money? Put it on my chemist bill, or I paid my phone, or I paid my electricity account. How does that stimulate the economy? There was a story yesterday, again, which baffled me. A woman, a lady, and it's suggesting, in fact, again, a single mum with 6 children. She'd spent $5,600 or $5,450 on Christmas presents at Big W. She'd been out shopping. Big W must have had some sort of a toy. I think they called it Toy Mania sale mid-year, 6 months away from Chrissy, but get in early, so to speak, which is a good thing. Again, it's stimulating the economy. But she's spent $5,500. She has 6 children. She said she spent it on the 6 kids and her niece. So there's 7. So if you look at it, 7 people, $5,500, it works out to be $780 each person she spent. $780 on each child and her niece. Now, 2 for nothing, because the government's going to give her $1,500, so she's got 2 for nothing from the government. Again, no wonder she can afford to spend that much money with 6 kids. With government assistance, no doubt. News, sport, weather on the way. Don't go away.
Join the conversation on Talk Tonight.
We lost our daughter to cancer when she was quite young, but our son and his wife were married for 17 years and they'd given up any hope of having children. 12 months after we lost our daughter, they fell pregnant with a little girl.
I know it doesn't bring back your daughter, but the family grows, doesn't it?
Well, it has in a way because she is the spitting image of her in every way.
Join Graham Gilbert, weeknights from 8. Talk Tonight on 2SM.
Hi, it's Brendan Nottle from the Salvation Army here. This is a heartbreaking, overwhelming crisis, and today, as every day, the Salvos are doing what we can to help people experiencing their own personal disaster. In the midst of turmoil, you can help those hardest hit. Whether they're ill, have lost their job and facing poverty, or simply lonely, you can give practical help and hope. Go to salvationarmy.org.au to give to the Red Shield Appeal now, and please help us leave no one in need.
If you happen to miss out on a holiday over summer, or you feel like another one, why don't you think about a break away from the hustle and the bustle by going to Mudgee's Winning Post Motor Inn? Plenty of things you can see, plenty of things you can do. Mudgee's terrific town. There's a new adventure seemingly around every corner in Mudgee. It's lovely. To make a reservation or for more information, you go to Winning Post Motor Inn, one word, winningpostmotorin.com.au, or you can call Mudgee's Winning Post Motor Inn on 63 72 33 33.
If you're looking to start a business, buying a franchise is an excellent option, and with All Group Franchises, you'll have ongoing support. The home services industry is experiencing rapid growth as people are too busy to maintain their homes. All Group Franchises offers a range of home services franchise options, including lawns and gardens, and you'll be trained in every aspect. Visit allgroupfranchises.com.au or call 0429 691 413. That's 0429 691 413.
Recently retired and want to give back to the community? Looking to contribute to a worthwhile cause? Join View Clubs of Australia, a friendly women's network in your local community. View supports the Smith family to help Australian children in need break the cycle of poverty. Become a member today. Call 1800 805 366 or go to view.org.au.
Peter Warren Automotive is one of Sydney's largest multi-franchise dealerships with 19 new car brands, a range of used car vehicles, plus servicing and parts all at one location. Peter Warren Automotive can assist with all of your vehicle needs. Peter Warren Automotive currently has a range of demonstrator vehicles on sale. But hurry, these prices won't last. So visit the team at Peter Warren Automotive, located under the Harbour Bridge at 13 Hume Highway, Warwick Farm. Or find out more at peterwarren.com.au, MD5411.
2SM has Sydney talking.
Oh my goodness, John Laws, we're the survivors.
2SM has Sydney talking.
I'm Nathaniel Keesing. Federal government agencies believe China is behind cyber attacks in the nation, but the other nation has denied responsibility. Prime Minister Scott Morrison confirms institutions such as hospitals and other state-owned facilities have been attacked in recent months. Some of these local governments and departments have sensitive economic information. A peak union body is disappointed some workers will have to wait until next year to receive a pay increase. The minimum wage has been increased by 1.75% from July 1 for an extra $13 per week. Australian Council of Trade Union Secretary Sally McManus says some industries will have to wait months.
It's phased on different dates depending on what job you do, what your award is. So the 1st of July, the 1st of November or the 1st of February. So this wage increase pretty much means that wages, if you're under an award, and that's 21% of the workforce, are going to be maintained, except for those who are deferred until next year.
The New South Wales government is working to ensure travel is affordable for commuters on public transport. This is despite the pricing regulator encouraging the lifting of prices. New South Wales Transport Minister Andrew Constant says prices will remain low.
Across the board, most zones are at the same level. We're not even increasing them in line with inflation. We're also extending a discount offer of off-peak at around 50% for the next 3 months. And on top of this, we're still keeping the $2.50 Gold Opal, the weekly and daily caps, the 8 trips, and then 50% off thereafter.
University fees will be slashed for in-demand courses, but the cost of arts degrees are set to soar. The federal government has announced the changes as universities lose $4.5 billion in revenue due to COVID-19. NTEU National President Alison Barnes says the revenue loss shouldn't weigh on the shoulders of students.
Minister Dan Tehan appears to be going out of his way to avoid properly funding universities. Universities have been excluded from JobKeeper on 3 occasions. The minister needs to provide a rescue package for Australian universities that takes account of COVID-19.
A Ruby Princess passenger who contracted the coronavirus has spoken at the inquiry into the embattled vessel. Anthony Londero was one of 2 passengers taken to the hospital when the ship docked in Sydney on March 19. He told the investigation a senior doctor told him she didn't believe it was COVID-19 when he showed symptoms. The family of New South Wales man Ricky Aggins has watched as their son's accused killer pleaded not guilty. The 20-year-old man was fatally stabbed in the chest after an altercation in Orange in 2019. The 27-year-old's trial will begin on March 1 next year, almost 2 years after the alleged incident. The former lover of Sydney Siege gunman Max Monis is challenging her sentence. Amira Drewis was found guilty of stabbing a victim 18 times and setting her alight at Warrington in Sydney's West in 2013. But the lawyers argue this is manifestly excessive. Queensland Parliament has passed new laws that cap how much money political parties can spend. Limits on campaign spending will come into force within weeks after the integrity laws passed on Thursday. But caps on donations to candidates or political parties will only be implemented from 2022. Updating sport, Canberra Raiders coach Ricky Stewart has revealed his team is concentrating on the defence attitude ahead of round 6. The Raiders are scheduled to take on the Manly Sea Eagles at Campbelltown Stadium on Sunday. Stewart told the NRL handling the Sea Eagles attack will be a challenge.
If you're down a little bit in your defensive attitude, they can bite you very quickly. I haven't been happy with our consistency since we've got back, given that we played in some difficult conditions last week. It was very greasy.
Adelaide Crows young gun Wayne Millera will be sidelined for at least 2 months. It comes after the scans revealed the 22-year-old had developed a stress fracture in his foot. It's a big blow for the Crows, who will be battling the Gold Coast Suns at Metricon Stadium on Sunday. And Australian UFC featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski's rematch against Max Holloway will be the co-main event for the UFC 251 on July 12. In finance, oil is worth $40 a barrel, gold is trading at $1,737 an ounce, and 1 Australian dollar is buying 68.72 US cents. This is Super Network News.
2SM Sydney weather.
A mostly sunny day ahead with areas of morning fog. There's a slight chance of an afternoon shower and light winds becoming northerly. Temperatures are ranging from 10 to 21 degrees in the city, 5 to 21 in the west. Looking further ahead, showers Sunday, partly cloudy Monday and Tuesday. That's the latest 2SM News. I'm Nathaniel Keesing.
Your perfect companion into the small hours of the morning. Talk overnight with Gary Stewart. Call 13 12 69 on the Super Radio Network.
Yeah, everybody wanted to talk about the Black Live movement in the program yesterday, inundated with calls to talk about racism, but it's rather quiet this morning. Maybe all was said yesterday, but again, I put my the call out to those who couldn't get through to the program yesterday. I wasn't able to take not even half the amount of calls that I could have if I had a producer, and I do apologise for that. But if you'd like to get through to the program this morning, 13 12 69. What about this fella, 70 years of age, John Hansford, has worked at Brisbane Airport for 51 years and seen the tens of thousands of aeroplanes come and go. The retired safety officer has also brushed shoulders with Hollywood royalty. Mr. Hansford is so well known at the airport, management have named a bridge leading to Brisbane's new runway after him to mark the retirement, or mark his retirement. Mr. Hanson, they're calling him Hanson here or Hansford there, so one of them's right, one of them's wrong. I hope they don't muck up with the sign on the bridge. He started his long career at the airport as a metal worker back in 1969. He then became a grounds foreman and an airside safety officer. He's not only watched the aviation industry evolve, but seen the city grow and laid eyes on some remarkable faces. He said he does recall seeing Princess Diana. He also remembers when socialite Paris Hilton came to town. Now, I did a bit of looking and digging because Brisbane Airport has not always been, well, general location's been the same, but where Brisbane Airport is today is the original was on the other side of the airport, the other side of the tarmac, so to speak, Pinkenbar side. Brisbane Airport opened on its current site in 1988. And the Brisbane International Airport opened on its current site in 1995. Prior to that, as I said, it was the Pinkenbar side, Kingsford Smith Drive side of the Brisbane Airport. Gee, that was some old history there, let me tell you. Back in the old, the Nissan huts were used as air hangars, the shape of a Nissan hut. I even think Charles Kingsford Smith, Smithy had the Southern Cross out there in like a glass museum. Whether it's still there today, I don't know. Well, they may have moved that, one would think, if there's nothing else over there. What they use the area for now is maintenance, aircraft maintenance, a small part of it. But going back to this chap, whatever his name is, John Hansford, or John Hanson, I hope they get this, as I say, I hope they get the spelling right when they put the sign up on the bridge. 51 years working for the same organisation. I think that's tremendous. What do you reckon? When you were working, 50 years would be, well, it's got to be out of the ordinary if you think about it. Most people start work somewhere between the ages of 15 and 20. In this case, this chap is 70 years, had retired. Most people don't go that far. Most people were retiring at the age of 65 in Australia until recent times. 60, I think. Was it 60 once upon a time? I'm not sure. So you'd be looking at, 50, I suppose, 50 years. 50 years, but not on average. It wouldn't be 50 years. I'd like to know how long you worked for and what you did for a job. If you'd like to tell us, 13 12 69, give us a call this morning on that, or look, anything you'd like to talk about, we're all ears. Since I've got 2, you've probably got 2 as well. And I'm sorry to those who only have 1.
Look at what's happened to me. I can't believe it myself. Suddenly I'm up on top of the world. It should have been somebody else. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me. Just like the light of a new day, it hit me from out of the blue, breaking me out of the spell I was in, making all of my wishes come true. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me. This is too good to be true. Look at me, falling for you. Walking on air, I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just
Straight Talk with Poppy on the Super Radio Network.
Remember when they first shut their borders and everyone was saying, what a great idea. I don't blame her. I think she's doing the right thing.
I think the states that do not have hardly any cases for at least 2 weeks or no cases will start to be travelling and opening their borders with each other. And I think these states that do have the most cases will be the last to join in.
Brighten up your weekend with Poppy on 2SM.
COVID-19 has us adjusting to a new normal. But some things are just not normal. Blood in your poo? Not normal. A recent and persistent change in your bowel habit? Not normal. Unexplained anemia causing tiredness and weight loss? Not normal. Abdominal pain and swelling? Not normal. To find out what's not normal or to donate, go to bowelcanceraustralia.org.
Danny's Seafood Restaurant offers everything you'd expect when dining out. A superb location, outstanding value, excellent service, and an extensive menu catering for all tastes. Any time is a good time for beautiful fresh seafood. And if you haven't yet tried Danny's famous fish and chips, do it soon. Other popular choices include fresh lobster, oysters and crabs, as well as tender juicy steaks and pastas. Danny's Seafood Restaurant, boasting spectacular water views over Botany Bay, Anzac Parade, La Perouse.
Finance Easy can help you through these uncertain financial times. Whether you need to get on top of bills, business loans, car loans, equipment finance, Finance Easy can take the stress out of finding finance with Australia's best rates. We are here to support the community. Chat to us online or over the phone and let us take care of everything. Visit financeeasy.com.au or call 1300 003 003. Finance Easy. That's EZI. We make getting what you want easy.
If building a new home is on your radar, you should think about doing it the Pal Kit Homes way. For your peace of mind, Pal steel frame homes are 6-star energy efficient and can be upgraded to C2 Cyclone and Bushfire Flame Zone ratings. To find out how you can build your own home the Pal Kit Homes way, you go to PAL, that's P-A-L, kithomes.com.au, or you can phone PAL on 1-800-024-912. Got it? 1-800-024-912.
Okay, Perth, check. Mobile, check. Shopping list, check.
Son playing in the driveway. Didn't check. Tragically, each year children are being killed or injured in low-speed runovers, often in driveways at home. So, actively supervise children around vehicles, separate play areas from driveways and garages, and always make sure you check around the vehicle before you get in and drive. See gjfoundation.com.au for more information, acknowledgements to Safe Kids New Zealand and Transport for New South Wales.
This is 2SM 1269.
G'day. Now, when you have a hobby or you like doing something special, it usually relates to maybe a hobby or a continuation of your childhood. As in the case with Alan from Mudgee, we were talking about earlier, all the collections he's got. He started as a child collecting Matchbox toys and Dinky and Corgi and Tonka and all that sort of stuff. And he still retains them, still got them today. And occasionally he'll still collect something he sees for value he might put away into his collection. I've got a lady on the line who I speak to occasionally. I call her the cat lady, Angela in Sydney. Now, I've never asked why or how she began, or what was it that had her interest in pussycats. So I thought, well, now's a golden opportunity. She's phoned this morning. I don't know what she wants to talk about. It's probably nothing to do with what I've just mentioned. So I'll give her the benefit of the doubt there too. Hello, Angela.
Hi, Gary. Nice to hear you. How are you? Good?
Good. Lovely to
That's
talk
good.
to you.
Hope everyone else is well too out there.
Thank you.
Nice question to ask me.
Well, I don't know.
I couldn't have thought of a good question like that.
I've never thought of, well, I've often thought about asking you, what is it now, what you do when you help animals, particularly cats, find homes for them, feed them, the unwanted cats. What got you into that?
Okay, I've loved animals all my life.
Right.
I was a sick child with asthma and stuff. I was in and out of hospital all the time, and I wasn't allowed to have a pet.
Ah, right.
And then when I was about 12, I got a dog from the RSPCA, and I got the all clear from the doctors because I was allergic to pet hair, strawberries, cat hair, every hair, horse hair, the whole lot.
Wow.
But anyway, I got my puppy at 12, and she passed away when I was 26. So basically, I had her for 14 years.
Mm.
And then I didn't get another animal. I lived basically in the city, King's Cross area, and worked in the city and stuff like that. And life just goes on. And then later in life, a lot later, I moved out here near Bankstown. And there was a poor sick cat at the station. Like, I'm talking really sick.
Train station?
At the train station. At the train station, and I set about finding help to capture him and see if we could help him. Because every morning I'd see him when I go to work. It's shocking. Anyway, I met rescue groups and stuff like that, and we finally caught him. And unfortunately, the vet said like he was very old,
Yeah.
sick, so we had to put him down.
Yeah.
And I got him cremated,
Hmm.
and he's in my lounge room.
Oh,
And
wow.
then off we went.
Wow.
Other cats to rescue, help, stuff like that, and yeah, that's basically it.
What
And
an
I've been
interesting
here,
story.
13 years now, so I've been doing it for probably 10.
Yeah.
That's a good figure, 10 years.
Yeah, that's a good
But
time.
it all started with one cat at a train station.
Well, there you go. See, as I say, most people, when they do these sort of things, there's something that starts the ball rolling.
There's always a start and
Yeah.
to everything.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
it doesn't finish, and
Yeah.
that's fine. I'm happy with that because you learn things, you become, how should I say, more informed
Mhm.
and on different ways to do things and people you meet, and it's just a continuation.
What about your own personal, your own little pets? Do you have cats at home for yourself?
Oh yes, I have 10.
10?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All rescued from basically where I live, Punchbowl.
And they all get on well with each other? Do they all get on well with each other?
Oh, okay. I started out with Penny. She was dumped at my door when I moved here. I found out years later who by, but anyway, we'll leave that one.
Yeah.
And then we had Salt. He's white with blue eyes, and he came from the lady next door. She was sort of abusing him, and he came limping to my door one day. And,
no. Oh, you
he
break
needed
your
to go to the
heart.
vet, and I went next door and said, look, I don't want you to pay for it, but he needs to go to the vet. And you have to put an animal under a name when you go to the vet. So she didn't want to have a bar of it, so I adopted him, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
so
yes,
he came to live
yes.
with me. And every other one has a story.
Wow.
But what I do with it is I have a spare room, and everyone starts out in that room.
Yep.
It's not good to bring a strange animal into a house with other animals. So it doesn't really work at first.
Mm-hmm.
Like you put them in a room,
It's
and the other
isolated.
animals or cats, I should say, they know there's someone new in the house because they can smell them.
Yeah.
So I use a piece of lattice, a wooden lattice on the door. That way the door's always opened, not closed.
Yes.
And they can smell each other, see each other. And then gradually one day you take away the lattice and let the cat out.
Yeah, then you've got the sense that you know when it's appropriate time. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. It's all about timing, getting used to the new cat, getting used to the other cats.
Yep.
And then everything can be fine. It can be a nightmare too. Boys like to fight, so the girls, but not too much.
Yeah.
My lot anyway. But no, we're all fine now. Absolutely.
Just on that topic you're saying about the boys like to fight. Now, Tomcat is usually a cat that hasn't been to the vet.
Exactly.
Now,
He's
once
raised
they,
and there's a bit
once they,
a young male.
a young male, once they've been to the vet or desexed. As you say, that most cats look, that's the whole idea. To quiet them down. Do they tend to stay home or stay around the house then? Do they?
Yes, they do. Yes.
I didn't know whether it was an old wives' tale or.
You should lose your animal. Like they smell another female cat, say 2 streets away.
Yeah.
And they're off after her.
I wonder what it is though. By being desexed stops that. Because that's not the same in the human world.
No, it's not.
It's not the same. No.
Not at all.
No. What about?
No.
It's
I don't
interesting.
know that question, to be honest. I should find out, to be honest with you.
And what about cats? Can cats? I've heard. I don't know. Again, is it true or not? A dog sees 2-dimensional, not 3-dimensional. When you see a dog looking at the television screen, it's really not seeing the image that we're seeing. And apparently, dogs are colourblind.
Yes, that's what I have heard too. Yes.
Is
and
that
just an interesting fact as well? With I think I mentioned this one before with cats. Okay, you got your cats here, right? Okay, they can smell their piddle. Or pee up to a mile away.
A mile.
So if they do get lost, they can find their way back. But after that mile, a vet told me this. It's pretty hard for them to get back. So
wow.
Say someone stole one of mine. Yep. 4 suburbs away or 3 suburbs away, it probably couldn't get back here.
Right.
It doesn't smell its own urine, if you know what I mean.
I think
not that it stinks, but they have the sensitive.
Yeah, they got the sense,
all that sort of thing.
I think I've mentioned it. If I've not mentioned it to you, I've certainly mentioned it on the radio before. Again, it could be an old wives' tale, but they've told me that if you're transporting a cat, you're taking a cat to a new home, and you don't want them to run back to the old home, you put butter on their paws?
Yes.
I don't know. Again, it's one of those things.
Paws, but what you should do with your animal when you go move to your new property or something like that, you should be keeping them in for at least a week.
A week, yep. And as you said,
not saying put all your furniture in and you let your animals out to wander. Not good at all.
No.
They won't know where they are. They can't smell their scent, obviously.
Yeah.
You gradually, take them out and get them used to the house, because the house is going to be different. Obviously, my house will be different to my next house, if you know what I mean.
For some unknown reason, I've always had female dogs. So we had a cat. We had a male cat when I was growing up. His name was Sam. But we've not... What about... do you have a preference, male or female, in cats?
No, not at all. I tend to be a sook with the older cats. Not so much nobody wants them, but the young ones are always usually find the homes, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
The kittens and all the stuff like that, and the older ones get left behind.
Yes.
I feel sorry for that, because there's nothing wrong with an older pet.
Yes.
They're established. They're not going to be chewing stuff up and ripping like their claws on your lounge and things like that. They know how to behave, I suppose, if you want to put it like that.
Yeah. Speaking of... Sorry.
No, you've got to say.
Speaking of chewing up food, can they all eat out of the same dish, or do they have to have...
No, we do separate little sauces here. I've got about 20 sauces,
right,
especially for them.
I've
only got the 10 cats, but I had 20 sauces.
Why do you...
they all get individual saucer.
Why?
At the moment... Sorry?
Why can't they won't eat out of the same dish or saucer?
That's the way I've started things around
here.
Yeah,
fair enough, yeah.
Yeah, I started with 2 cats, Penny and Salt, and then we went from there. All the other are rescues. Recently had to put down, I think it was 2 weeks ago now, I had the mother here from Punchbowl Station and her son. I caught them both together years ago and brought them back here to live with me, because they were getting older. He had the FIV.
All right, yes.
And, I woke up one morning and he's all saliva and stuff.
Oh, dear.
Blood and all the rest of it. So I had to get that day. I don't drive, so I had to arrange for someone to come pick me up, try and get him into a cage and get to my nearest vet.
Oh, dear.
And when we sedated him, it wasn't good. He had to be put down. And I buried him, obviously, in my backyard.
Well, you do a wonderful job. Again, it costs...
the mum cat, but she's getting there.
Costs money to feed 10 cats, plus the strays. How do you do it?
I do without.
Yeah, that's what most people with a kind heart do without.
Yeah, you just make things work, get specials. I mean, I feed probably, I don't know, we'll say about 40 cats, 40, 45 cats on the street. You just have to be wise and just buy things, cat food, get maybe some chicken, what do you call it, drumsticks or something special, cook it up, boil it, take the skin and bones off, you know, the cat's skin and bones, so the chicken's cooked or raw.
If you had your time again, would you do it all again?
Oh, yes.
Would you? Yeah.
Yeah. I just wish I didn't live here, so to speak. It's not so much no room. The house is fine. It's not designed the way I'd like it.
Yes.
Hey, 13 years ago, I didn't know where I'd be then and now, if you know what I mean.
Yes. Yeah. But I guess no matter where you're living, particularly in a city like Sydney, if you're living in Hillsdale or if you're living in Seven Hills, you're still going to find the same thing, aren't you? Stray cats and dogs or stray cats. Of
course. People don't dissex them or they don't want them in on dumping and stuff like that.
Very sad.
Atrocious.
Very sad.
Absolutely. They can't talk. That's why this probably happens to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They can't speak up and say, you know, I came from da-da.
Yes.
You know, that's a sad thing. And I don't know how someone lives with doing that, actually, to be honest with you. Some horror stories out there.
I can tell you a horror story. I won't, because it would really disappoint you.
I can imagine that probably upset other listeners.
Oh, it would upset other people. But I've seen people do it, you know, think, why do you do that?
Yeah. I was out
unwanted
one night,
kittens.
In a laneway and doing feeding there, there was a car in front of me. It was sort of slowing down but still moving.
Yeah.
A man leaned out of the car and had a kitten. And I saw something, I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
It was dark, and he was going to put it on the ground for me to take. I called him and say, hey, don't do that. And then he stopped the car.
Yeah.
His wife was driving, and he was in the side. I couldn't take the kitten because I had nothing to basically carry it in.
Yes.
Because I don't drive.
Yes, yes.
So I use a trolley when I'm out at night. And I said, don't do that. You keep him or her until tomorrow. I gave him my address,
Yes.
phone number. And he actually came around in the afternoon and gave it to
Oh,
me.
that's very good.
Absolutely stunning little ginger and white kitten.
Yeah.
And obviously rehomed pretty quickly.
I wonder, again, it baffles me why
Gary, how brash is someone to do that?
I was going to say, where would you do? Where did he pick? How can he pick that laneway or that street?
People know me, what I do.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. Angela, I need to move on. Lovely to talk to you, Angela.
Same.
As always.
Lovely to talk to you as always. I'm glad you're good.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think it was a full moon last night.
Could have been.
And the moon is now.
Oh, lovely to talk to you. Take care. Thank you.
Take care, and good to talk to you, and everyone take care as well out there.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. There you go. See, everything starts as a starting point. As I said, it could relate to your childhood. Angela wasn't able to have a cat because being asthmatic, but later in life she was overcome. She was able to overcome all that. 2:30, 13:12. Oh, I was going to say something earlier on to Angela, but I didn't really want to upset her. It's not that bad. With my pussycat Sam, we had him for, well, I'd left home and he was still living at home. So maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Look, I don't remember how long we had him for. But I do remember that I thought, and so did my parents, we thought he got run over because he came home and he was floppy, he was sleeping, lethargic, he kept sneezing. We thought, oh, he's got a cold. And then I took him to Dad took him to the vet, and the vet said, I think he might have been hit. So the vet's feeling around the skeleton to see if there's any bones or any pain. There wasn't any. And the doctor said, look, I don't know. The vet said, I don't know what it is, but just keep an eye on him. You know what happened? The next day, the cat sneezed again. It was constantly sneezing. We thought he's got an allergy or something. He sneezed, and a piece of grass came out its nose. And Dad said, look at that. And he pulled this piece of grass. I swear to God, it would have been 4 or 5 inches long. Whether he swallowed it and regurgitated or whether it stuck up his nose, I don't know where he got it from. But that's what caused the discomfort in him. Who would have thought, eh? But once we retrieved that blade of grass, a big long blade of grass, it wasn't a stem, it was the blade of grass. I can still see it coming out of his nose, the poor pussycat. But after that, look, I would say within a couple of days he was right as rains. Yeah. But he used to bring home lizards, showing off. And he'd drop a lizard at the front doorstep as if to say, look what I got. Terror. The terror. Yeah. We called him Sambo. You're allowed to call cats that in those days. You can't call them. That's why I said to Angela his name was Sam, but his real name was Sambo. Now, political correctness doesn't allow us to call cats Sambo anymore. 27-3.
Imitators come and go, but there is only one John Laws.
A 14-year-old boy, autistic boy, who is non-verbal, had somehow endured 2 nights in freezing temperatures, no food, no water, and wearing just a thin hoodie and tracksuit pants. That's all he was wearing. This kid was tough. Shopping centre food courts are going to be reopening, and of course they'll have to adhere to the social distancing rules. How the hell people are going to monitor that or control that is absolutely beyond me. The number of people allowed to gather in your home will increase to 20. I mean, I cannot believe this. I mean, a lot of BS. Yeah, I shook hands with somebody. I put my hand out.
Did you feel guilty, or did you just sort of say, no, I'm all right, I'm not sick?
I sort of felt a bit stupid, actually. Because, you know, knowing that you're supposed to sort of knock elbows together or something equally as stupid.
The John Lewis Show, weekdays from 9 a.m. on 2SM. Why in the world would you shop anywhere else? It's been Peters of Kensington's motto for nearly 40 years. But now that Peters offers international shipping to 13 countries around the world, that motto's truer than ever. If you've got friends overseas, send them a Peters of Kensington care package. For information on shipping rates and destinations, go online to petersofkensington.com.au. Sydney's favourite department store has gone global. It's time to introduce the world to Peters of Kensington.
You can manage the pain and inflammation associated with osteo and other forms of arthritis with Stiff Soren Sorry Pain Relief Gel. Available in over 2,000 pharmacies and health food outlets. To find your nearest Stiff Soren Sorry stockist, go to loveoilcollection.com.au. Or to order Stiff Soren Sorry Pain Relief Gel for your business, call Ray on 040 66 71359. Always read the label. Use only as directed. If symptoms persist, consult your healthcare professional.
Right now, at Cbus, we're building a new future for all of us. By building new projects in property, investing in infrastructure and putting millions into Australian businesses, we're not only helping to create around 100,000 jobs, we're strengthening the economy. And with a history of strong, long-term performance, we're building a better, more secure future for all of us. To consider if Cbus is right for you, go to cbussuper.com.au for a PDS.
Finding the right commercial vehicle for your business has never been easier with Peter Warren Automotive. The team of commercial vehicle specialists at Peter Warren Automotive are committed to assisting businesses with transportation solutions tailored to your needs. With 8 brands and over 30 vehicle options available at one convenient location in Warwick Farm. Why would you shop anywhere else? It just makes commercial sense. Visit Peter Warren Automotive under the Harbour Bridge at Warwick Farm. peterwarrenautomotive.com.au. MD 5411.
2SM.
Really informative.
I love it.
Sydney's talking. 2SM 1269.
Time's flying this morning, isn't it? 23 to 3, talk overnight on the Super Radio Network. I enjoyed that last conversation with Angela, getting to know each other just a little bit more. People say to me, God, you're personal. People say, gee, you ask some questions. Yeah, but that's what it's all about. I'm open to answering questions. If people aren't embarrassed about them, they'll soon tell me if they are. Pam from Dubbo, good morning, Pam.
Hello, Gary.
I don't think there's ever been a time where I may have asked something you think, oh, I wouldn't ask that, or that's a bit embarrassing. I hope not. If so, people could speak up anyway.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that.
Oh, not purposely. Not purposely, anyway. not to embarrass or hurt anyone.
No.
Sometimes, yeah. Karen's always saying to me, "What do you ask people that for?" Not on the radio program, just people on the street. friends, and you know.
Yeah. Well, there's not much point in holding it all in.
No.
If you want to ask something,
well, you don't learn if you don't ask as well.
You don't. Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
Angela's a lovely person.
Isn't she? Isn't she sweet? And how true it was. We all start for what she does now. It had a beginning. There was a reason for it.
Yes. My mother-in-law was rather like that with injured animals that started off, and she was living in a very close community, Stanmore in Sydney, where the houses are real close and that. And she ended up with 40 cats. In a fairly small one of those houses that's joined to the next house.
Oh, yeah, semi-detached.
It was really too many. And she was written up in the paper. I think it was the Telegraph or something did an article on her. It's called The Cat Lady, and people were giving her food for the cats and that too. And then they moved out to Schofields on 5 acres. So She had much more space out there.
See,
She's
that was
a very kind person.
Yeah, that'd be good. Again, as I said, with Angela, it's fitting where she lives to do what she... If she was living out in acreage, well, she's not going to find pussycats, is she? She'd have to drive into town to go and find the cats.
Yeah.
Or to a suburb.
Although you'd be surprised that people just throw them out of their cars. Anywhere, even out like that. We had a very sad tale about one of our cats. We had 3, I think it was, out when we were out of town on 25 acres. We had them to keep the baby snakes down and the mice down and all that sort of thing. And by the time it came to move into town, we only had one left. So we lived with Laurel down in they were renting her mother-in-law's house at the time down South Dubbo. And this cat, it was the most calm cat. It never strayed. Beautiful cat. Used to just wait out the front on the front veranda for us to come home and that. And Laurel had a cat called Stanley, which was a very feisty cat. But it didn't wander either. And anyway, they both got stolen. And around in the back street, there was different neighbours told us there was a guy around there who was involved in greyhounds and had a habit of taking cats. So it was very, very sad. We lost our beautiful cat. It was very, very upsetting.
I bet it was. My first wife, the twins' mum's father, my former father-in-law, he was a real bushy cowcocky, and he had this blue heeler dog, and the dog was everywhere with him. When he got out of the panel van, and the dog would lay on the ground and wouldn't move until, he was called. It was such a beautiful dog. But he had to get rid of the dog because he moved into town, and he just couldn't find a house that would house him. Anyway, he said to me, mate, can I speak to you man to man? I said, sure. He said, I love my dog. I said, yeah. He said, I know you can't have it here because you've got the twin babies. He said, but a man's got to do what a man's got to do. Can you take the dog and get rid of the dog for me? You know what you've got to do.
Oh.
And I thought, what does he want me to do?
Yeah.
What does he want me to do? So I said, yeah, okay. He said, well, you know what you've got to do. I said, yeah, okay. And I was confused. Anyway, I took the dog to the pound.
Yes.
Because I thought, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to just dump it or hit it on the head with a baseball bat. I don't know what he wanted me to do. So I took it to the pound at Yeronga in Brisbane. When I got home, he said, everything okay? I said, yeah. He said, did you do what I wanted you to do? I said, yeah. I said, well, kind of, Brian. I said, I ended up taking it to the pound at Yeronga. He said, well, what did you think I wanted you to do with it? That's exactly what I wanted you to do with it.
You sound like a hitman.
He said, what did you think I wanted you to do? He said, I wanted you to. He said, I couldn't take it to the pound and walk away and see it crying. But I thought he wanted me to hit it on the head. I didn't have it in me to do that. Oh, just as well.
Yeah. The RSPCA does such a good job at these towns and animal shelters, don't they?
Yeah, they sure do. Yeah.
They have that show on TV of an afternoon, some afternoons.
Yeah.
And I like to watch that and see how caring they are with the animals. It's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah. A couple of quick things I had today, a few bits and pieces.
Oh, good.
One was a thing about Blundstone boots. They've been made here for years and years and years, and they still are, and they do 1,000 pairs of boots per day.
Wow, that's 1,000 pairs.
Yeah.
1,000 pairs of boots.
Yeah.
1,000 people are buying them, each and every day. This is a market for them.
Yes, isn't that good to know?
Well, that's an awful lot.
Where everything goes overseas.
Yeah.
I think when we find out things like this about manufacturing in Australia, we should really push it.
Yeah, for sure.
Get behind it. Yeah.
For sure.
Yes, I thought that was a good story. The next story was about, I got this in the mail today from the Garvan Institute, and it's about the COVID-19. It says, the core problem with COVID-19 lies in our immune responses. Why do some people get severe disease while others show no symptoms? While humans have no immunity to COVID-19, we know that it isn't the virus itself that is deadly, it's our own immune system's reaction to viral infection that determines a mild or severe response. In some people, their immune systems overreact to the virus, causing critical symptoms requiring hospitalisation. For others, their immune system barely responds and they present mild or no symptoms at all. It says once we can understand and harness the reasons for this wide variability in our immune responses, we will have more ammunition in the fight against COVID-19. And so more than 10% of people infected with COVID-19 develop severe disease requiring intensive care. At least 30% of people shed the disease with few or no symptoms. And this makes the virus impossible to control, unlike other viruses where symptoms are obvious. And COVID-19 has so far infected more than 6 million people, and more than 380,000 people have died.
380,000 people?
Yes.
Worldwide?
Yeah, and they're doing 2 lots of research. One professor is looking for antibody therapy, and the other one is doing immune response genes.
How can people ring up radio stations as they have with me and said it's a hoax? 380,000 people have died.
Yeah.
Something I was reading coming out of the British University, and I didn't look too much into it because, again, it could put the fear of God into people. But some of the British research is showing that if you are A blood type, you are more likely to get it than O blood type.
Oh.
That's interesting how they've worked that out. Maybe because that's just statistically how it's worked out. Yeah. The majority of those contracted are the A. I'm an O negative. Do you know what your blood type is?
No, I think I've forgotten. It's a very common one.
Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? You ask someone, they say, I wouldn't have a clue.
Yeah, I just forget things like that because I've got so much other stuff going on in there.
Yeah, mine's an O negative. This is why they like me going to the blood bank. Mine's an O negative, which goes into anyone. If you need a blood transfusion for whatever reason, O negative is the one they can put in anyone without any complication.
Right. Yes, I got allergic to blood. I might have told you this once. When I was having Laurel, I needed a lot of blood after, and I got allergic to it. I was only halfway through the transfusion, and I broke out in itchy blotches all over me, so they couldn't give me any more.
Itchy what?
Itchy blotches.
Oh, itchy blotches. Itchy blotches. Itchy blotches. Oh, look at me, I got itchy blotches.
Yes, so that was a bit nasty.
I bet it was. Hey, Pam, I've got to go.
Have you got time for a couple of
odds? Yeah, let's do that.
I'll try and do them quickly. Hang on, I'll look at this lot here.
Turn the page.
Yeah. Your navel contains thousands of bacteria that form an ecosystem the size of an entire rainforest.
Your navel?
Yes.
Wow.
I've been waiting to do that one for ages.
Your navel has the bacteria?
Yes. They form an ecosystem the size of an entire rainforest.
Wow. There you go.
How they worked that out?
I don't know.
Ever wondered about those ridges along the edges of some coins? They were the brainchild of Sir Isaac Newton, who, while Warden of the Royal Mint in 1696, used the reeded edges to help combat theft and counterfeiters.
That's what they're for. I thought it was just to... Yeah, that makes sense. I thought it was more to handle the handling of them so they don't slip out of your fingers.
Yeah. After the hip-hop duo Outkast coined the phrase, shake it like a Polaroid picture, in their hit song, Hey Ya, Polaroid released this statement, shaking or waving can actually damage the image.
It can too. Yeah.
Just like fingerprints, no two tongue prints are alike.
No two tongue prints.
Yeah.
So not only fingerprints, but tongue prints.
Yeah, tongue prints. That's funny.
It is. How they worked that out, I don't know.
And the thought for the day from Plutarch was, I don't need a friend who changes when I change and who nods when I nod. My shadow does that much better.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense too. Well said. Thank you, Pam. I'll catch up with you for the remainder of the weekend.
Yes.
Take care. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. No two tongue prints are the same. There you go. Who came up with that? I wonder. Yeah. So why don't they use that in the policeman? Or they take your fingerprint. They may. Who knows? Maybe now they might say, stick your tongue out. I want to get a tongue print. Oh. My God, you've got a big tongue. Mm-hmm. Can you stick your tongue out and touch your nose? Well, not many people can. Here, watch.
2SM Super Network News.
2 men arrested in Dubai will be extradited to Australia to face charges over alleged commercial drug importation. It follows a 7-year investigation involved in the large-scale importation and supply of MDMA and ice.
Sydney's only independent AM newsroom.
New South Wales Treasurer Dominic Perrottet is set to deliver the state's first economic update since the pandemic. Over the next 5 years, revenues are forecast to fall up to $20.3 billion. Consumer spending is also expected to drop, which will result in a smaller GST pool.
Proud to be Sydney's only independent AM newsroom.
New South Wales Health have declared the COVID-19 outbreak at Newmarch House over. The aged care facility was linked to 19 coronavirus-related deaths and 71 coronavirus infections.
2SM Super Network News.
Shock! Pre-wash power actually works. From the makers of Shower Power, the OzClean range of cleaning products is free from hazards often found in many other common household cleaning products. OzClean's range covers the entire house, including kitchen, bathroom, laundry and living room, even carpet. OzClean will leave your home sparkling clean and free from contaminants. OzClean, 100% Australian and available at major supermarkets and independents or online at ozclean.com. That's OZKLEEN.
Making your premises safe from COVID-19 is their specialty. BAMS Hygiene Management, shops and restaurants and offices and schools and government departments. BAMS Hygiene Management can deploy its team of hygiene specialists and experts wherever and whenever their services are needed. Go to BAMS, that's BAMS.com.au, or you can phone BAMS Hygiene Management on this number, 9826 0666.
If you're looking to start a business, buying a franchise is an excellent option, and with All Group Franchises, you'll have ongoing support. The home services industry is experiencing rapid growth as people are too busy to maintain their homes. All Group Franchises offers a range of home services franchise options, including lawns and gardens, and you'll be trained in every aspect. Visit allgroupfranchises.com.au or call 0429 691 413. That's 0429 691 413.
Recently retired and want to give back to the community? Looking to contribute to a worthwhile cause? Join View Clubs of Australia, a friendly women's network in your local community. View supports the Smith family to help Australian children in need break the cycle of poverty. Become a member today. Call 1-800-805 366 or go to view.org.au.
2SM, Sydney's Talking. Visit 2smsupernetwork.com and click on feedback.
Yeah, have you ever wanted to be able to read people's minds? Some people say they can do that. In fact, they may say to you, you're reading my mind, or I can read your mind, I know what you're thinking, I can read your mind. They probably can't, but it puts the fear of God into you, doesn't it? New sport weather on the way, don't go away.
You could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts could tell. Just like an old-time movie about a ghost from a wishing well. In a castle dark or a fortress strong with chains upon my feet. You I could read your mind, love, what a tale your thoughts could tell. Just like a paperback novel, the kind the drugstore sells. When you reach the part where the heartaches come, the hero would be me. Heroes often fail, and you won't read that book again because the ending's just too hard to take. Like a movie star who gets burned in a three-way script. Enter number 2, a movie queen to play the scene of bringing all the good things out in me. But for now, love, let's be real, I never thought I could act this way, and I've got to say just don't get it. I don't know where we went wrong, but the feeling's gone and I just can't get it back. If you could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts could tell. Just like an old-time movie about a ghost from a wishing well, in a castle dark or a fortress strong, with chains upon my feet. The stories always end. If you read between the lines, you'll know that I'm just trying to understand the feeling that you lack. Never thought I could feel this way, and I've got to say that I just don't get it. I don't know where we went wrong, but the feeling's gone, and I just can't get it back.
Gordon Lightfoot, if you could read my mind. What about this? A family in suburban Wollongong home found an unwelcome guest in their bathroom earlier this week after discovering a massive diamond python curled up in their bathroom sink. Wouldn't you freak out, eh? We'll have a look at that story the next hour. Stay with us. The news, sport, weather details for you coming up next.
2SM has a long history in Sydney. First on air on the 24th of December 1931.
Radio 2SM, first with the news. Top of the night.
Now in 2020, 2SM continues to inform and entertain Sydney. Breakfast with Marcus Paul.
What is on your mind? Let me know. Goodness me, these really are unprecedented times, aren't they?
Brent Bultitude in the afternoon.
If you want to have your say this afternoon, pick up the phone and give us a call.
Talking Sport and Sports Day.
Nice to have you with us here on Talking Sport.
Welcome to a Sports Day.
Talk Tonight with Graham Gilbert.
Talk Tonight on 131269.
Dave to Dawn with Dave Sutherland.
And a very good morning to you, yes.
And the king of Talkback Radio, John Lord.
We'll keep you informed with what's going on. We'll do our best to do that as we go through the morning.
Sydney's Talking. 2SM 1269.
Some things in life are just not normal. Blood in your poo? Not normal. A recent change in your bowel habit? Not normal. To find out what's not normal or to donate, go to bowelcanceraustralia.org.
If you happen to miss out on a holiday over summer, or you feel like another one, why don't you think about a break away from the hustle and the bustle by going to Mudgee's Winning Post Motor Inn? Plenty of things you can see, plenty of things you can do. Mudgee's a terrific town. There's a new adventure seemingly around every corner in Mudgee. It's lovely. To make a reservation or for more information, you go to Winning Post Motor Inn, one word, winningpostmotorin.com.au, or you can call Mudgee's Winning Post Motor Inn on 63 72 33 33.
Finance Easy can help you through these uncertain financial times. Whether you need to get on top of bills, business loans, car loans, equipment finance, Finance Easy can take the stress out of finding finance with Australia's best rates. We are here to support the community. Chat to us online or over the phone and let us take care of everything. Visit financeeasy.com.au or call 1300 003 003. Finance Easy. That's EZI. We make getting what you want easy.
Danny's Seafood Restaurant offers everything you'd expect when dining out. A superb location, outstanding value, excellent service, and an extensive menu catering for all tastes. Any time is a good time for beautiful fresh seafood. And if you haven't yet tried Danny's famous fish and chips, do it soon. Other popular choices include fresh lobster, oysters and crabs, as well as tender juicy steaks and pastas. Danny's Seafood Restaurant, boasting spectacular water views over Botany Bay, Anzac Parade, La Perouse.
Are you listening? Right now, 1 in 6 Australian children are living